This question sort of goes back to earlier about why did God even create the world if it's going to be destroyed. But you know the avatars of Vishnu, there's Kalki, which we're meant to be expecting soon, I think. And the avatars come down to Earth to protect humans, and it's meant to come at the end of Kali Yuga, I think. I'm not sure. But what's the point of Kalki coming down to protect us if the Earth's going to be destroyed anyway?
When you study Hinduism, always make a distinction between studying things which are more narrative or story oriented and those things which are philosophically oriented, means which are rational. So even this idea of the yugas, in the 4 yugas, this doesn't come out from the philosophy, it comes out from the storytelling, mythology. So be very careful. So when somebody says, oh, Kali Yuga starts, Satya Yuga is finished, I personally think, what is he on about? Does he mean the society is evolving and we are becoming more faster and more commercialized? That I can understand and agree. But if he suddenly said a demarcation, okay, year 2002, Kali Yuga started, I would say, I would be very nervous about that. So as I think for myself, and I would ask all the youngsters to think for themselves, recognize that these ideas have not come out from the philosophy base of Hinduism, they come out from the storytelling, the narrative. So the idea of the 10th avatar of Vishnu as Kalki, etc., is more a story-oriented idea, not a philosophic-oriented idea. The philosophic idea is what we explored, that an individual recognizing his underpinning as a spirit and rising to the level of becoming a god, not coming down, but raising himself to the level of God, is also, if you like, the perhaps deeper understanding of the idea of avatar, rather than the idea of some god coming down to help humanity. Because overall, we know for sure the whole thing, the story continues as humanity, and in human terms, we need some help from time to time. But at the end of the this era, we believe in complete destruction. Again, the Hindu religion takes it head on. So there is no God coming to save us. There is God coming to demolish everything. You say, oh, this is terrible. Other religions don't want to talk about destruction. The Hindu religion says, if this creation is the work of some powerful personality, this principle called Brahman, it's the same principle that can demolish this universe. So the idea, where does it come visible? And other people shy away, they shudder, but Hindus are not frightened. The idea comes from not Kalki avatar, but from the idea of Kali, the mother goddess. Now Kali, normally you see, when you think of Durga, Durga comes here to destroy the evildoers, means only the monstrous people or the people who are, kind of villains. But Kali doesn't come here to destroy just the evildoer, she comes here to destroy the whole world, whole creation. That's why she's shown with this fierce form, with skulls around her neck and all that. Not because we have gone weird, we recognize the only power that can demolish this creation is the same power that created the universe. And we give that personality this grand name, Kali. You don't know where the word Kali comes from, Sanskrit? From the term Kala. Kala means time. And we all know from experience that time is the biggest killer. Because whole empires can come and destroy by time. You had the Roman Empire, everything, all civilizations come, they're destroyed. So we see around us, time is suppose you build a big palace. In 1,000 years, that palace will have crumbled and become a ruin. So even though you keep repairing it, things basically end up by, breaking down. So Kal is the biggest killer. So we use the word Kala, turning to Kali as the old destroyer. And this is not just destroying the evildoers, destroying the whole of the creation. We are not apologetic. To be a Hindu, you must believe in cycles. Cycles of creation and destruction. It's cyclic. And this is called Kalpa. Kalpa is a cycle of creation and destruction. Like samsara is a cycle of birth and death for human beings. The word for the cycle of whole creation being born and being destroyed is called Kalpa. And the word Kalpa, this is agreement with modern physics, modern cosmology. Creation comes into being, and that's called Big Bang theory, and then destruction takes place, called the Big Crunch, where everything basically winds down. And we say in a symbolic language, we say Kali comes and says, clear the decks. The end of this cycle of creation. A new cycle will start, but first remove this cycle. So this idea of a cyclic time is central in the Hindu theology. And it agrees with modern cosmology. Modern cosmology agrees with these ideas of creation and destruction, Big Bang and Big Crunch. And we symbolize it with this idea of Kali as the old destroyer.